Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss on the order change management process. So order change management process where we'll talk on the about the production order, how to apply the order change management process, and where it will not work, for which parameter this process will not work, and what are the steps to do, to run this process. Okay, and this order change management process, suppose we are doing some changes in with respect to a change number in the form or routing, and we need to update that in the production order. So this process can be useful. Okay, now question is whether it is similar to read PP master data or not. I mean, whether it is same with read PP master data or not. No, because if you do the read PP master data, whole master data will be updated in the production order. But in case of order change management, when you run with a specific change number, only that changes will be updated in the production order. Okay, so it will not changes any other parameter which is not in that same change number. Okay, now we'll talk about the where it will for which parameter will not support. So order change process will not support for component for which page split is executed, and also co-product sequences. For this type of uh, uh, component or co-products, it will not, or sequence, it will not support. And it will not also support the changes for the material for which discontinued part have defined, and also for alternative items, trigger points. It will not support for trigger points. It will not support for header of phantom assemblies. It will not support for PRT, production research tool, and also the change number. If your change number have the alternative date, and this OCM process will not support for those change number. Okay, so these are the parameter where it will not support. Now we'll talk about the steps. What are the steps to run the order change process? So first, we need to activate the order change management in the release key of change number. So so before we run the order change process, the change number supposed to be released. Okay, so that order change management need to activate in that release key. Then OCM profile, order change management profile, need to be configured, and that profile need to update in the metal master of the, I mean, in parent metal for which you will create the production order. In that metal master, it need to be updated. Then with reference to a change number, we need to do the modification either in BOM or routing. Then we need to release that change number. Then we will run the transaction COCM for the order change process. Okay, so now let me go to SAP and I will go through. First, so yes, we have then first I will show class application component, then here engineering change management, and here release key, define release key. So if you look at here, release OCM, date OCM, global release OCM, date OCM. So these are need to be activated, okay, for the release key. So if this release key is not there in your system, you can configure on your own, and you need to activate the release key for which when you want to use the order change process. Okay, so this is to activate the release OCM in release key. Then once you assign this one, you create the release key for the OCM. Then I'll go to the production, supply control, operation, and then here, sorry, not order change. So first we need to create the change profile. So again I'll show you the path. So production, supply control, and then operation. Under operation there is the change management for production order. Okay, there we need to configure the change profile. So I created this change profile. So here first there is one is warning. If there is warning appears, whether it should execute or not, so that if you take that, whether even though there is of warning like product not released or something, because of warning, but it will be execute. Okay, then in single change step allowed, and then do not delete manually added object. Suppose something is added. Okay, so which object, suppose for which object it should be applicable. Suppose something is added manually, that should not delayed by the order change management. Okay, suppose so I have selected operation component, either any suppose some operation added manually or some component added manually, then this OCM will not delete that. Okay, then order header, like for which situation it should give the warning, information message, error. So that we can choose based on our requirement. We can give whether we need a warning message or error message, that we can give. Okay, and then operation, suppose operation release, what will be the either warning message we need or error message we need, that we can choose. Okay. Similarly, I choose the component like some component, suppose operation released or um, any operation confirmed. So these are the tabs operations our here, based on the status, based on the situation, what kind of message you need, whether warning or error, so that you can choose here. Okay, then once you create this profile, this change profile, now go to this overall change profile. Here we need to assign that profile. Okay, and that will be applicable for master changes, your and if it is sales order changes or it is assembly changes. So for all type of changes I have given the same profile. Okay, So then after that, this overall profile we need to assign to the metal master. So in work scheduling view, we need to assign this one. Okay. So once we assign it, okay, suppose I will go to bill of material of this material. So look at it, has one semi-finished material with quantity of 5. Okay. Now I'll check the any production order it has. Yeah. So here let 5. Okay. Now suppose I will create a change number. Now I'll run a test case. So now it is this is production order. It has the quantity for quantity, one quantity it has created. So as per BOM, it has the requirement quantity is 5. Okay. So in BOM also it is 5. Okay. Now I'll create a change number. So in change number, suppose I will give a release key, and then so today's date, put today's date. Here I'll put the status. Now I'll go to the object. Suppose I'll activate for BOM. So I have created video for engineering change management. Okay, I will share that link in the description box. Okay, you can you can get the details of engineering change management in that video. So now I'll save it. Once I save it, so we created the order a change number. This is the change number. Okay, now I'll do the changes in the BOM with reference to this change number. I'll do the changes with reference to this number. Okay, so suppose here it is 5. Suppose I will make the quantity 7. So 7, look at now change number, change it to the 19. Okay, I'm very from which this one, and I will save it. Okay, now once I save it, I will release that change number. I release this change number. So here, I have two release key, but first one is not activated for OCM. Second one is activated for OCM. So I'll choose the 02. Okay. So now I'll save it. So it will give some message. Okay. Enter. Okay. So now it released. That change number is released. So once we released that change number, now we'll run the OCM. So we'll go to the transaction COCM. There I'll select change number. I'll give the change number here and plant. HCP. Okay, then I will run it. I will not give the plant, sorry. I will give only change number. Okay, so if we are giving the plant, then the change number is not appearing because change number will not have the plant. Okay, so once we got this change number here, first we have to initiate the object. Okay, first you initiate a object. To initiate that, so I run it. Once I run it, if you look at all these orders are okay. So now we are going to run the OCM to this product number, right? 1000106. So I'll choose that product order number, then I'll click process procurement element. Okay. Now once I select, now it came to here. Here, if you look at complete change process, there if any log, we can see here log. So okay, and display object, display details. Okay, and suppose he run to run this OCM will execute here. So here we'll get this determine changes, check changes, change original. So here suppose if I choose 3 of all these 3, then it will be check, validate the changes, and it will also update in the original order. If I choose first 2, then it will not change the original order. Okay, it will only you can show here in changes details in the overview. You can check what changes to be update. Once you change, you select this change original order, what change will be updated, that you can see here. Okay, but if I choose all these 3, it will be determined, it will validate, and it will update also. Okay, so suppose I'll choose all these 3. Okay, so the last one is to update in the original order, in the order. So I run it. Okay, if you look at find the change, it find, it check the changes, then change the original order, and it completed. Okay, completed. If I say it's completed, okay, now I can go and check the changes, what changes are done. See here, like the because quantity which is with we changed the quantity, so it removed the previous quantity and updated the new quantity. Okay, so that's it. It is like removal, and this is addition indicator. Okay, now if I go to the production order, so I'll go to the here. Actually we did the changes. How much we did the changes? Let me go to the BOM. 7. Okay, so it updated 7, but here problem is that this line item, this should be updated with the deletion indicator. This should be updated with deletion indicator, but here there is some inconsistency in this, in my system. So you might face also this kind of inconsistency. In this case, we need to approach SAP. Okay, so SAP, we can check it if they can suggest some note on in this case. So they, as per my experience, there are many we will face different inconsistency during order change process. So this is one of the inconsistency in the system. So in this case, we should approach SAP so that they will validate and they will suggest the node. So so because if you look at unless until this will be delayed, it should be updated with the deletion indicate so that this reservation will be removed. Else both reservation will be open. Suppose if I want to confirm this production order, then for this component I will get the requirement of 5 and 7 12. But as per the after OCM I should get the requirement for 7 only. Okay, so but this reservation for both line items open. That's what there is some inconsistency in this system, so that this COCM as the order change process is not able to delete that. Okay, but the basic intention of this video is to explain the what is the order change process, where it is not applicable, and what are the required setting, and how to run that order change process. Okay, and if you are getting similar inconsistency in system, then that need to read to the SAP, and SAP can suggest the nodes, and that nodes need to be implemented. Okay, so thank you for watching.